Hi everyone, it's Josiah from Journeying with Josiah. I'm in Kharkiv, Ukraine today, and I'm going to be flying to the capital of Kyiv on board Windrose Airlines. Our plane today is this little 20-year-old Embraer 145, originally delivered to Alitalia Express back in 2000. Inside is all economy seating in a comfortable 2-1 configuration. The overhead bins are super tiny. Any large bags are gate checked during boarding. Another thing that's quite small is the height of the cabin. You have to duck if you're tall. Today I'm seated in 14A. You can choose your seat for free during online check-in.
The flight to Kyiv, airport Paris, estimated flight time is 1 hour, the weather in Kyiv is fine, outside temperature is 20.
So it was at this moment that I was quite rudely tapped hard on the shoulder and told, of all things, to stop filming out the window. This is slightly surprising, as it is something a lot of people do on flights. So for the rest of the flight, I cautiously continued my review, as I didn't want to get yelled at again. Apologies in advance if the footage in this video isn't as good as my past ones. The seats are standard. There's an average width and an average legroom. Here you can find a large seat pad pocket, a tray table, a coat hook, and a standard recline. The overhead panel features a light and air vents. This morning we'll be traveling 255 miles over a 1 hour and 10-minute flight duration. In the seatbelt pocket, I found an air sickness bag and an in-flight magazine. All passengers were given a bottle of water and a wipe. The lavatory was thankfully clean and functional. The flight proceeded on uneventfully and smoothly. For no apparent reason, once again, like my past flights, the crew did not take away our trash. There's no Wi-Fi on board, but it's not terribly surprising, as Windrose is currently retiring their Embraer 145s. Make sure to bring your own entertainment if you don't want to get bored. I have to say, while the seats don't have headrests, they're very soft and comfortable. These are my thoughts on Windrose Airlines' economy class on board their Embraer 145. I am overall content with this flight. The aircraft was comfortable. On a longer flight, I can see it being a bit tight, but the most you'll spend on this plane isn't long at all. Unlike the aircraft I had on my flight to Odessa, everything on board seemed well maintained, just a bit wore out from age. As noted earlier, this type will be retired soon, so I think it's reasonable that there is no modern conveniences such as in-flight Wi-Fi. Everything was on time, check-in and boarding were quick and smooth, and Windrose offers incredibly low prices for their domestic flights. Even the lowest fare includes a checked bag, so I would totally fly this airline again. My main complaint would have to be the crew. They never smiled and acted like they cared for their jobs. For some reason, on all of my Windrose flights, trash is never collected. On competitors such as SkyUp and Ukraine International, it is. On this flight, they broke some basic safety rules, such as walking around the cabin right before we touched down on the runway, even after the captain had called for cabin crew to be seated. I felt like this was a minor problem, as it only happened on this flight, not all of my other Windrose flights. So it's not anything to be concerned about whenever you're choosing them. In conclusion, I really like Windrose. They are cheap, fast, and comfortable. I'd take them again any day. Welcome to a sunny and beautiful Kyiv Boryspil Airport. We've arrived ahead of schedule. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully it was helpful, but if there's still anything that you're wondering, please let me know in the comments. I'm sorry about this video coming out a few days late. I've been terribly busy with schoolwork and weekends are my only free time. I'll see you all in November, and until then, this is Journey with Josiah. Bye.